Hello there, Cancer. Welcome to my channel. Victoria here, Radiant Moon Tarot. This is your September 2023 money and career reading. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm always grateful for every single one of you. Just a heads up, we've got a contest running on this channel all the way up until August 31st. Stick around until the end of this video and I will tell you how to enter, and it is to possibly win a free personal reading. So in September, we finally have Venus going direct on the 3rd. Venus is in Leo and has been in retrograde for the last little while throughout a lot of the summer, actually. So this is a green light, okay, to follow through on some dreams, on some projects, things that we want to last a long time, things that we want to stay around for a while. So this is a great time to get creative, to put your plans in place, to make some goals happen for yourself, and to take some action to move yourself forward. A little bit of a heads up though, we do have Mercury in retrograde, right, all the way up until the 15th. It puts the fear in the hearts of some. So whenever we do have Mercury retrograde, because it is about the mind, it is about communication and technology, okay, we have a higher probability of miscommunication, of things being misunderstood, documents or emails or text messages going missing or being read the wrong way, right? We've got all of that going on. Some of you might have some technology issues. And so just be a little bit cautious when we have that energy. I am not a doom and gloom reader. And I believe that even though we've got some planetary influences going on, and sometimes it's not necessarily the best energy to do certain things, life does go on. And sometimes our deadlines and the things that we do have to decide in our life are not necessarily always dictated by us, right? So sometimes we do need to make some important life decisions, right? Even though we're in a retrograde energy. So because we are in that, if you do need to make some decisions, maybe you are facing a deadline or you feeling like the time is now, the best thing that we can do is get a second opinion. Sleep on something, right? Make sure that when you wake up the next day that you feel the same way as you did the day before, and chances are that that's probably the right choice for you. Or you could wake up the next day and go, oh man, I'm glad I slept on that. That's really not what I want to do. So it can really help us to take that step back and take a little bit of extra time. Okay. Also get some advice if you need some advice, especially in money matters. Okay, and or even career matters, right? We can have, helpful people in our world that can assist us in some way there, right? So just keep that in mind for yourselves, all right? We've got the 9 of Cups showing up at the bottom of the deck here for you. So this can be a really wonderful month for you to focus on your dreams, focus on your goals. Where do you want to go? What do you want to achieve? What do you want to change? Okay, because this is a great month for you to take those steps in the right direction. Some of you may actually even have a goal or a wish coming true in the month of September. But on the bottom of the deck, this is really more what's influencing you and what's propelling you forward and what your underlying motivation really is, right? But some of you, yes, you're going to have something to celebrate here, holy moly, in the month ahead. I will say that for sure. Okay, that's very, very awesome energy. So we do have, first of all, navigating the stars, all right? So we've got follow your bliss coming in here. The universe is encouraging you to wish upon that star and to take some action to move forward. Great energy here. Follow your bliss, right? Sometimes, especially with Venus has been in retrograde, right? Retrograde by its own essence is about revisiting, renewing, reviewing things, right? And sometimes we can get second chances on things, or sometimes in our period of contemplation and reassessing things in our life, we can go, you know what? I actually do want to do that. I ignored it before and I turned something down before, and maybe now is the time where you're giving yourself a second chance on something, okay? But whatever it happens to be, follow your bliss, follow your wishes, follow your goals, follow your dreams, do what makes you happy, okay, in the month ahead. And it's a great reminder for life, actually. So you're being very encouraged to go down that wonderful garden path, because there's all kinds of blessings that are being showered upon you. We have voyage of the heart here as well. Love flows through you and to you. Now, love is the highest vibration of all. And when we embody the energy of love, do you love your job? Do you like the people or love the people that you work with, right? You don't have to love them like romantic sense, right? Are you feeling fulfilled, right? Are you following your bliss? Is there anything you can do to improve your situation? When we embrace the energy of love, we're open, we're receptive, we're creative, we're in touch with our emotions, and love is that highest vibration to bring us and help us attract the things in our lives that we want. Right? So open your heart and embrace this beautiful, loving energy, because we really want you to be in receiving mode, especially with everything here that's coming in. Okay. So we also, I think here with this particular energy, I think for some of you, you may have a personal relationship that is evolving. And this can have by the looks of it, really positive impact on your money, your finances. And if you think about, if we are single and we move in with somebody, all of a sudden, hopefully, anyway, all right, hopefully we've got someone else to share in the expenses, right? Pay half the rent or half the mortgage, or help out with groceries, or help out with your utilities and all that kind of stuff, right? So in in what should be a balanced relationship, right, we can get a little bit of relief in that way. So you could be bringing in the same amount of money, but you feel more prosperous. You feel wealthier than you were before. So for some of you here, there's a personal relationship that's evolving to the point where it's going to benefit you financially. We've got the Eight of Wands and the Three of Cups. Good news all around here with this energy. The Three of Cups brings in a cause for celebration, jump for joy, clinking a glass with your friends. So some really good news. And the Eight of Wands can be very positive communication here, all about your goals, your dreams. You're on fire, you're moving forward. And this is exciting energy coming in here for you guys. Okay, the Eight of Wands is quite often tied with manifestation. And so you could have some really wonderful information, news opportunities, doors, whatever that happens to be for you, some success in regards to things that you're already manifesting into your life. All right. The Eight of Wands also does show that this can be a very busy, very productive month for you when we have the Eight of Wands, we're on fire. We have a lot to accomplish. We've got a lot on our plate, but we're moving ahead. We're getting things done. We're leapfrogging over any kind of obstacles that are in our path. We're like, nope, I'm not going to let anything hold me down. I'm just going to keep on keeping on, and I'm going to keep my eye on the prize, right? And that's a really positive attitude. And you may even get some help from some people in that Three of Cups, because the Three of Cups can represent, celebration and really good news, but it can also represent the supportive people that are around you, right? So, maybe you can delegate some workload to people, right? Because the Eight of Wands, right, we got a lot of work to do, okay, but you're getting it done. So delegating to people around you may actually be your key to success. We do want to be a little bit careful with the Eight of Wands. I mean, it is a fairly positive energy all around, but we do have some undertones, because the next card, of course, is the Nine of Wands, where we're tired, we need a break, we need a vacation, we're exhausted, right? So just be aware in this energy that even though you're capable of taking everything on your own, right, make sure that you do delegate some things, because, we don't want burnout, right? We don't want to get to that Nine of Wands part, right? We do want to get things done, right? But we don't want to be exhausted at the same time, right? So perhaps by sharing is caring, people. Okay, perhaps by sharing some workload or something there, this can help you get some things done a little bit faster. It is a speedy energy though with that Eight of Wands, so speeding ahead, full speed ahead, and you are very much on the right track, moving in the right direction. We have the Golden Journey coming in here, and we also do have the Three of Wands. Some of you may actually be going on a trip. Maybe you're going away with some friends, Three of Cups. You're traveling, Eight of Wands, okay, and we've got the Three of Wands in the Golden Journey. So maybe you're going out with some friends. Maybe you're going on like a weekend getaway. Maybe you're going on something a little bit more interesting, or a longer duration, of a vacation there. And this can be really beneficial for you, right? We can't work all the time. And sometimes we need to be a little bit resourceful, right? Because because especially if you're traveling with anybody, everyone has a different kind of level of expenses. People have different levels of savings and how much they're, willing to spend. So some of you might be going on a short journey, like just a weekend getaway, maybe with the girls or the boys or whatever it happens to be. And some of you might be going on a bit of a longer trip, right? But there is a journey that's going on here and there is forward movement. So whatever your situation is, you are moving, right? So if you've been feeling a little bit stuck in the last little while, I think some doors are opening for you. You're being very encouraged, right? Follow your bliss. Do something fun, do something interesting. It might cost you a little bit of money, but you'll actually be rewarded for that, right? Because we do need to have some fun. Sometimes we can't afford everything that we want, right? But we do still need to take some time off sometimes, right? We need to regroup, recharge our batteries. And then we've got the energy that we need to continue on our journey, right? And it can be very lighthearted in its energy, right? We need to take some stress and some burdens off, and we do forget that from time to time. And it is difficult times, right? And a lot of people can't afford a lot of things right now. It's like, I'm just trying to keep a roof over my head, dude. And so there's a lot of free things that you can do, right? Happiness and joy and having fun does not need to cost any money, okay? But with the Three of Wands and the Golden Journey, right? Again, follow your bliss. There's pathways opening up for you here. So again, I feel like if you've been feeling stuck, there's a big energy of release here, and this is really helping you to move forward. Know what you want, Three of Wands, know what you want, and be ready for action. So be prepared for a little bit more of an active month, but active in a very positive way, right? Sometimes we've got a lot of activity, we've got a lot of things to do, but we don't feel like we've accomplished anything, or we just feel as though we've been oppressed in that energy. And I feel like this is a little bit more lighthearted, right? So, so embrace this. But the Golden Journey shows that you are on the path and you are headed in the right direction to accomplish whatever it is that you set out to accomplish. And of course, it is Golden Journey, right? Gold represents wealth and success and abundance and resources and all of these things that are opening up for you. Some of you may be getting some really good news. Maybe you get that bonus or that raise you've been looking for. Perhaps an investment opportunity pays off, or moving. You might be moving into a new house or something like that. And this can bring you some riches in some way. So it can be very exciting for you in terms of your money, your career goals, and, also, bringing you some rewards, whether they're financial or not, right? Because we sometimes do spend money in order to make money. We sometimes spend money in order to get ourselves back on track as well. So you might be investing in yourself in some way in the month ahead here as well. But we've got the Justice card coming in here, and we are headed into Libra season on the 22nd. It's also the first day of autumn. Autumn is where, of course, the leaves change color. It's a time of harvest. So this is a time to reap the rewards of all of your hard work. This is a time to have a look at your world and say, how can I find more balance in my life, right? Instead of working, where do I need to put up boundaries? Where do I need to get a little bit more balance with, my workload, or, between my work and my home life, right? What does that look like to you, right? Do you have to put up some boundaries? Do you need to have a conversation, or do you need to move forward? Because some of you are moving forward into a situation where you're feeling like everything's tickety-boo, right? You're feeling like all of your needs are being met in a healthy way. So this can be a great energy for you. The Justice card, of course, does represent that Libran energy, focusing on relationships, right? Focusing on your bliss, right? Maybe even having some very honest and truthful conversations. The Justice card does bring some really good karma to you as well. So, again, you might be getting your just rewards in some way, okay? Or you're figuring out right? You're getting to the truth, the heart of the matter, and you're figuring out what's important to you. But the Justice card can be a really good resolution to something as well. It does represent legal situations, contractual matters, and all of that kind of stuff. So some of you here, considering the Justice card is attached to the Sun, the Sun brings about clarity, brings about happiness and joy and bliss, a little bit of freedom, brings abundance into your life. It's where we can harvest, harvest or reap our rewards. We're feeling positive, we're feeling optimistic, and we're just feeling really, really happy and really, really good. So with that Justice card there, some of you could be getting married. Some of you could be entering into some sort of legal partnership. It might be a business. It might be a personal relationship, but it's beneficial to you. Okay, brings things into alignment for you, and it really makes your heart and soul sing. The Sun is very connected with your heart space, and we do have this loving energy flowing through you here too, right? So I think whatever it is, I think you've got such a positive outlook. In your month of September, it's like we're just ready to leave the summer behind us, right? For some of you, you've had a really fun summer, but for others of you, it's been a little bit challenging because we've had some very, very difficult energy for some people throughout, especially July and August. And so this might just be where you're feeling a sense of relief. You're feeling a little bit more freedom, and you are very confident, right, in the steps that you're taking and moving forward with. But the Justice card can represent any kind of contracts. So job offers, if you're making a purchase, right, we do have this moving energy. We do have this moving forward energy. And so if you've been dreaming of buying a house or moving to a better apartment, right, a better neighborhood, that kind of thing, you might be signing lease documents. You might be signing mortgage documents, right, those kind of things there. Justice card can bring in job offers for you, promotions for you, can also bring resolution to legal situations as well. So if you've been waiting for something, okay, and you've been feeling like you're a little bit in no man's land, I do feel that there is a legal situation that is being resolved for you in the month of September, and you've probably been very, very patient while waiting for it, okay, and then all of a sudden, boom, this wonderful sigh of relief. You feel lighter, you feel like a weight has been lifted off of your shoulders, and you feel like you can move forward, right? And nobody likes to have things like that stuck over our heads. So I think that some of you will be getting that resolved. But considering we do have the Justice card representing contracts or legal documentation, it's always a good idea that if you do have an opportunity to, number one, get a second opinion or get some legal advice if you are able to. If you're not able to, make sure that you pay very close attention to the fine print, the clauses that are in those contracts. That's usually where they get you, right? And it's not necessarily that there's anything wrong. It is in the upright, okay? So it is a positive thing, but it's always a good idea just to know what you are getting into. Knowledge is power, right? Knowledge is the key. And it can be something as simple as, what's your interest rate, right? What are your repayment terms? What if you miss a payment on something, right? That kind of thing. What are all of those details? Okay, so you do need to know that if it's a new job, right? What are your vacation, right? What's your vacation? Does it come with a pension, right? A lot of things don't these days, okay? Is there any kind of retirement savings plan that's included, right? What other perks or benefits do you have, right? So it's important to ask all these questions, but also to pay attention to them, right? Just so that you know what you're getting into and there's no surprises down the road. But I do feel like this is a really positive energy coming in here for you. We've got the Balance card and we have the Judgment card coming in here. And the Balance card out of this deck is very similar to the Temperance energy, but it's a little bit different, right? It doesn't have the spiritual connotation with it. And in this energy of finding your balance, right, we've got that coming in with the Justice card. The scales are balanced there, okay? And balance is really the key to a happy, successful life. When things are out of alignment, when we're focusing too much on one thing, something else suffers. And in a perfect world, we would live in balance and harmony all the time. That's not necessarily our reality, right? So it is important to find your balance, to find your bliss here. And maybe you even need to let something go with the Judgment card there, or you need to make some very firm decisions, right? It's like, nope, I need a little bit more space and time. I need a little bit more time at home. I need to balance out my work and home life in a positive way. And I think here that you will figure that out. You'll figure out how to get that done for you. And we quite often think that we need to make huge changes to find more balance in our lives. And quite often it's the little things that actually have the biggest impact. So if you are very busy, Eight of Wands, remember, you are very busy, but, is there something that you can do instead of working, say, a 10-hour day? Can you work a 9.5-hour day, right? If you don't take lunch during the day while you're working, maybe you should take a lunch. It helps you kind of slough off the morning and get yourself prepared for the afternoon, right? And so it's those little tiny things that we can do in our day that help us feel more in tune, more in alignment, and can actually give us the breather that we need, right? And never underestimate the importance of taking a break throughout the day, or little micro breaks throughout the day as well. They can really help. Remember, those little things, all those little things that you do can really evolve into big things, right? They can have the biggest impact. But balance is wonderful here, and I feel like that there's harmony being restored for you, and especially if there's been some things that have been up in the air. I think this is where things come down to earth in a very positive way, and it's an awesome energy. But we do have the Judgment card here as well. So some of you finally get a resolution to something that you've been waiting for. And again, it's like, oh my goodness, some stress relief that's coming in there. The Judgment card can be about letting some things go, right? Releasing something so that you can feel more balanced, or that you can feel more in alignment, or that you can feel as though the future is bright, because in all of this energy here, the future is bright for you. Okay. So opening doors to new opportunities, new ways to make money, money coming in can be for some of you here. Remember, we do have that Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Wishes and goals and happiness and bliss and feeling good, right? All of this energy is around you, right? But the Judgment card, it might be where you find a second chance, or you get a little bit of healing, right? So this is really a big release for you, but you're also making important decisions with the Judgment card. But with that being in the upright, you are, with the Balance card, weighing your pros and cons. Justice card, weighing your pros and cons, right? And you're, really feeling a little bit more in alignment. And I do feel like this is a very positive energy for you. But the Judgment card is preparing you for the next stage of your journey. And again, we do have journeys in here for you, right? So be positive on your journey. Don't give up on your journey forward. If you've got some goals in mind, you are making all the right moves here. You are on track. Keep doing what you're doing, but also be open, right? The Three of Wands brings some open energy to you, right? So be open to different experiences. Be willing to have a look at what an opportunity might hold for you, right? Again, the Justice card, right? You could have some really positive opportunities that are opening up. And sometimes we only look at the surface, but we've got to look at the background of things as well, because we need to look at some potential of things like, where could this possibly take me, right? Or this might look like it's not the salary that I'm looking for on the front page, but what other perks come with this? Because sometimes, sometimes we can find a job or something that makes us happy, brings us in the money that we need to meet our needs, but there might be some other benefits to it, right? And you could have like a really nice medical plan, right? You could get extra long vacation, or maybe you have an opportunity to work with and collaborate with a company and people that you really enjoy, right? And, instead of being really heavy and oppressed and in a toxic work environment, this is completely the opposite of that. So be willing to look beyond the surface. And this is quite often where that magic is. So just be open, be flexible, right? The Eight of Wands, very closely tied with manifestation, but it is also about being flexible and adaptable with that 8. And it's also about unlimited potential coming in here for you as well. So we got to love this energy. It's very exciting for you, and roads are opening for you there. All right. And talk about things opening up for you. We've got the door to personal healing and happiness. Wonderful. Follow your bliss. The door is open. The portal is open. What does that look like to you? Right? Is it a job that brings you a massive paycheck and stability and security for long term? Is it a career path that obviously gives you a paycheck so that you can live, but it does also bring other benefits to the background, right? Is it a relationship that opens up doors of opportunity for you? Because sometimes if you're not the only breadwinner in the family, now it's like, oh, I've got a little bit more freedom, right? Maybe now I don't have to chase that golden goose, that golden paycheck. Maybe now I can do something that's a little bit more fun. Right? But whatever it is for you, this is a beautiful energy. That door is opening, unlimited potential. You've got peace, you've got balance, you've got healing, you've got resolutions, and all kinds of magic. And speaking of magic, we've got the Magician in the mirror. So this is you really being reminded how magical and how powerful you are. You have the ability to open those doors, to unlock resources, to unlock your true potential, and to find what it is you're looking for. You have the opportunity and the ability to find the resources that you need, to get things resolved, to start new things, and to attract all kinds of wonderful opportunities and people to you that are in alignment with the energy that you are embracing. And you've got beautiful, beautiful energy that's coming in here in September. So I'm going to leave all that there for you guys. Okay. Embrace your inner magic, believe in yourself, right? Because there's a little bit of magic happening. So I'm going to leave that there. I hope there was something here that did resonate with you. We do, of course, have a contest running over here all the way through to August 31st. That is the deadline to enter. So if you're watching this video before then, that's great. All you need to do, it is only for subscribers, so you do need to be subscribed to my channel, free for you. Just hit a button, like the video that you're watching, and also put I am abundant in the comments box down below. That way I will know that you are wanting to enter the contest. It is to win a free personal reading, and I will announce the winner on Labor Day long weekend, September 3rd or 4th, depending which day I put the video up, right? I go with my energy, so it could be either day. All right, so stay tuned for that. But enter on as many videos throughout that I post in the month of August as you wish. The more times you enter, the more videos that you're on, the bigger chances that you have. So I thank you guys. I hope you have a wonderful, magical month ahead, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.